What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the
Welcome back.
podcast. Here's the thing. You might not have seen two pretty best friends, but let me tell you something. Next week, you're going to see three pretty best friends.
Oh shit!
That's
That's
us.
a fact. That's on
us.
the real.
That's
Guys,
us.
it's gonna be kind of hype. Not since, well, actually, technically, you've seen Three Pretty Best Friends episode 1 if you've been checking out our YouTube channel.
Correct.
New episodes every Monday. I hate myself. I hate myself for sounding like that.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome
What's
back.
up?
This is the Zero Potential guys here with another episode.
Let's get all right. No, I'm not doing that.
Today we're
Already seen that.
vlogging, guys. Are you so excited? Because we're excited.
Yo, today we're gonna be checking out a sushi restaurant. Look at this. This is amazing. It masks only, and it's a drive-through. So
Today
anyways,
today we're pranking Andrew by pissing in his cereal. So
what the?
let's see how this goes.
Prank gone wrong.
Let us
Almost
know,
got
let
shot.
Us know. Let us know down below if you think he saw it coming, because we don't think he saw it coming at all.
Nope.
Yeah. So
So messed up.
anyways, yeah. We're gonna be on video next week, like it or not.
Yeah, it's gonna be fabulous, or it's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be a train wreck, and it's just gonna be a clear example of why you don't let three assholes run a podcast.
Correct.
So
Correct.
yeah.
Dude, I'm
anyways,
so hungry right now.
Yeah, I'm starving also.
I really gotta start eating before this.
Yeah. Well, I guess it gets at that point, it kind of like drives the discussion to Taco Bell. So it's good that
Naturally.
we roll up with Taco Bell right out the gate. Crunch Wrap
I was
Supreme,
just
Crunch Clap
munching
Supreme.
on croutons, dude.
Croutons.
That's how hungry I was.
Are you Olive Garden? Like, have you had Olive Garden's croutons? That's all I gotta say. I would eat all those croutons just on
They're not that good.
Oh, yeah,
They are
here
that
we go.
good.
We talked about
Oh,
this.
okay. So, well, yeah, this is the guy who didn't go to Olive Garden for 22 years and then goes to Olive Garden once and hates croutons
And
immediately.
doesn't like it.
Hey, I like
Yeah,
the
he
bread,
doesn't
though.
like it.
I like the
Hey.
bread.
The bread was good.
Olive
Yeah,
Garden
so,
is the most authentic Italian food from anywhere in the world.
Yeah, we even had,
Yeah,
like,
okay.
we even had an
Hot take.
authentic Italian waiter.
Did we?
Yeah, that was real.
Remember?
What was his
I
name?
don't think no. She was.
I don't remember his name, but like he was talking. He's. I don't know if
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a bit he put on, or if he was like actually Italian.
Wait, I don't
Yeah, he
remember
actually might have
this.
been Italian. Yeah, I remember this. I remember
Grazie.
it. Yeah, because. Yeah, I don't know if he grazied us, but he certainly had a little bit of emerald. You know what I'm saying? Little bam, a little bit of.
Oh,
You
little-
can't see it right now, but I'm doing the little finger flick move that
little
you know what I'm talking about.
Spaghetti. Little
Yeah, little ba 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 ba.
A little speziale.
And everyone hates us now. So,
Oh,
no,
man.
Andrew. The truth is about Olive Garden. I don't think you've had you haven't had the best experience, mainly because you got the wrong soup. Right? Did you get the pasta fagioli?
I don't remember
Did
which
you
one I
get the
got.
what?
Pasta fagioli. Pasta fagioli. That one.
There it is. Thank you.
Yeah. What did you get,
I
Andrew?
tried two of them. And the first one was actually better. The one with like the bread one that we normally. I forgot what it was called.
Wasn't it like chili? That was like chili or something.
I mean, there were beans in it.
So
No, that was the pasta fagioli.
I thought it was
yeah.
chili. It had like beef in it and like beans.
Yeah.
It looked very
Yeah.
much like chili.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, it was alright. I mean, it was good for the bread. The thing I got the second time I went there, I forgot it was some white one. I forgot what it was, but it wasn't as good.
Wait, you went again?
Also, they didn't give us more bread the second time we came. They only gave us like one thing of bread.
You gotta ask
Yeah,
for
we went
it.
with
But we
we
tried.
went with Brennan and Jordan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, he kind of the second one wasn't as good as our landmark, our trademarks. Shoving breadsticks into a to-go box.
Oh,
kind of.
the first
kind
that
of
was when we
experience.
took Andrew's Olive Garden virginity. That's what that was.
Yeah. If you want to put it that way, it's kind of gross.
I'm not sure if I like that term, but sure.
It ain't a lie though.
So okay, so in that case, if you don't like Olive Garden, not sold on that. What restaurant will you sell somebody on, Andrew? I think
No,
I have
I'm
a
not
guess.
even gonna go down this road because
have a
every time
guess.
apparently I'm wrong.
No.
Okay, what's
I
your
have a
guess?
guess
Because
as to
I
what
have
it
I have
is.
a different guess probably than you do.
Moby Dick. you would sell
Nope,
Moby Dick
wrong.
up and down.
Wrong. I'd sell Iron Age first before I sell Moby
I was
Dick.
gonna say Iron Age.
Okay.
Yep, see?
Okay. All right. So he got
Korean
Iron Age.
barbecue. Korean barbecue. Easy.
Yep, it's amazing. It's just meat.
So
Unlimited
yeah.
meat.
It's unlimited meat plus. Well, okay. Also, you can't say you just eat the meat. You eat the rice cakes at an
Yeah, those
alarming
rice
rate.
cakes are
The
good.
rice
though.
cakes do be
Spicy
kind of
rice
good.
cakes.
They are kind of good, actually. The spicy. Yeah, they are pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
I don't know what
it's
sauce
actually
it
pretty.
is they use. It's good.
I like it, and I think it's worth the sell. But he's tried to, like, every time he finds out someone hasn't been to Iron Age, like, oh, let's go to Iron Age, and I think he's been underwhelmed by the response just as much as we were underwhelmed with the Olive Garden response from him. Like, we were
Yeah.
hoping that he would be like, I love Olive Garden, but it's not like that.
I remember the first. I remember when you guys took my Korean barbecue virginity. I gotta stop that.
I don't like this. I don't
I
like
gotta
this.
stop.
It
Okay.
sounds like we just like laid you on Korean barbecue. You cook on your own, like, just laid you out on the table and fucking
Barbecue.
here you go.
meat. Yeah. Yeah.
This is
You just had the
gross.
tongs
That's
and you were
gross.
just poking me. Okay, I'll stop.
Ugh.
Oh,
Ugh.
God. Yeah, that's not an image that anyone's gonna want to think about.
Yeah, well, regardless
Well-
of whether or not he can sell it so well, I still think I think this is a universal problem, is that we all have our own, like, favorite restaurants that we kind of, like, pick or, like, hand select anyways, but we somehow still can't decide where to eat when we get together as a
Yeah,
group.
yours is
How is that-
Chipotle. It's just the same
Well,
shit
yeah, I love
over and over
Chipotle,
again.
and it's not that bad. It's not that
It's
bad either.
actually annoying after like 10 times in a row. I get so tired of it because it's not that much
Yeah,
food
but-
for an excessive amount of money.
But yeah, but you would do the you would. We eat that. We didn't eat it as much as we ate Moby Dick. We eat Moby Dick so
but
many
Moby
times,
Dick is
like,
more
just, like,
food.
back to back.
But Moby Dick is
You
more
also
food.
paid more.
Which one is Moby Dick?
What,
also paid
$1 more?
That's the one where it's like you get the kebab, and
that-
it's got rice and.
Oh, the Mediterranean, or what is it?
Yeah.
Mediterranean Greek or something?
Yeah, I think it's Mediterranean.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one is pretty good. What was the place we went to where you cook it in the soup? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that was just
Dumb
another
Subufu.
Korean hot pot.
Hot pot. Is
Yeah,
that-
it's just a
wait,
Korean
Hot Pot.
restaurant. Yeah.
That was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just they don't have as many like selections of like meats and stuff like that because they only got like
Dude, I'm gonna say
it's either
right
like
now.
you got
I'm gonna say right now, the food is good at Korean barbecue, but it's the biggest scam. Biggest scam, dude. You're like, they're like, hey,
you were enraged.
dude. The first, I'm telling you, this is the first time you guys took me to Korean barbecue, and I had never been before, and I didn't know what it was about, but you kind of told me, and then we showed up, and they were like, all right, it's all you can eat, more like all you can cook, because you gotta do all the work.
it's not that much work. It's something to do.
All the work.
It's something to do while you're sitting there waiting for the food, right? Because if they cooked it in the back, right, and kept bringing it out to you, right, it
I
wouldn't
would be
feel
okay with
as.
that. I would be.
I feel like
so
it wouldn't
okay
be
with
as
that.
involved, right? You wouldn't feel as involved. It wouldn't be as good of a dinner because it's an experience. It's like
Yeah,
you go
but
out.
how many times do you get together
It's
with
like
your
in a-
friends? How many times do you get together with your friends and you're like, let's go out to eat? Nah, actually, let's go out to cook tonight, boys. Let's-
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's something
boys.
different. Instead of
I
something.
agree. I'm with Andrew. I'm with Andrew on this
It
one.
is different.
I-
It is different. But I do think it's a scam. Listen, we pay them to cook us food for us to cook ourselves food.
Yeah, but we literally got unlimited food, and we didn't pay for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't pay for every time they pulled out food.
It was pretty good.
No, it was honestly the best response. Honestly, was Sim going like, "Oh, okay," and like seeing the price and being like, "And we have to cook it. What the hell is this?" He was so mad. He was
I
like,
was so-
"You mean
what?
I have to cook
What?
it?"
We gotta cook, and then what after that? We gotta do dishes too. What's up?
Yeah, yeah. he was ripped. It's so
I was
funny.
upset when I go out. When I like because okay, I have a bad habit. My bad habit is that I will wait until the last possible minute to eat, and when I do that, I'm starving, and when I'm starving, I need food now. So when we went out to eat, I was already ready to eat. I was ravenous, and then
Yeah.
and then guess what I had to do?
Cook it up.
Flip the beef. I had to flip
Turn-
the chicken.
turn it over.
I had to turn it over.
And you're sitting there salivating over the fucking tongs, like, all right, it's time for me. When is this thing done? Like, I'm okay to risk salmonella.
Yeah.
Most stuff didn't take longer than like a couple minutes.
Yeah, normally it's not that
Besides
bad.
the
If
point.
you get the right
That's
stuff,
besides the
just
What do you
point.
mean beside the
I don't
point? That's
know.
the
I
whole
think
point.
I
If you
stand
don't
by
have to
what I
wait,
said.
then what the fuck is the problem?
I did have to wait. I had to
For that
wait,
long?
and I had to cook. What's the only
had
thing
to
they didn't make
wait.
me do
Okay.
was do the dishes. That's it.
Yeah,
Look,
I mean,
you,
he's
you
got that point, but
that's
I might as well
literally
have
not
just.
even.
I might as well have just served our table too. Just,
Did you
Hi, would you
did
guys
you
like more
prepare
water?
the meat? Did you prepare the meat in the back?
No, I don't think
just,
so.
Yeah, I should have just. We should have just all sat down, and then I get up. I go back into the kitchen. I just start pulling open drawers and
Dude,
just pulling stuff
I
out.
couldn't. Honestly, had you come in there and started talking to the waiter, like, oh, do you guys like want me to like go back there and help you prep the food too? Like, what the fuck? I wouldn't have been
Might as
surprised.
well.
You were that mad. He was that upset about it.
Just start talking shit.
Look,
to
and
me.
that's why, like, if you want to, you don't do it every time you go out and eat, right? You do it once in a while.
Unless you're Andrew, in which case every time you go out to eat, you want to go to Korean barbecue.
I do. I would love to do that every time.
Just open your
He
own
was in the
restaurant,
swing for
dude.
that.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, yo, do you want to do Korean barbecue tomorrow? I mean, that's a real fact. And then he'd probably be like, it's a strong possibility. And guess what? Me too. I'm on, if he was like, let's do Korean barbecue tomorrow, I'll go. It's good. It's really good.
It is good. The food quality, the taste, it's good. It's got flavor. I need flavor. I always need flavor. I can't do bland food. So
Which
I'll
loosely
hand it
translates
that.
to spice for me.
yeah, spice. Yeah. Dude, I had so I have a funny story actually. But we had my friend and I, we had soccer training this past weekend, and we went, and afterwards we got tacos at this taco truck. Because we were driving back from LA, and we just got super hungry, and we pulled over, and they had the hottest hot sauce I have ever had in my entire life. I had
Uh-oh.
2 bites. I had 2 bites with my quesadilla. Yeah, I got a quesadilla, by the way, at a taco truck. I also
Quesadilla.
learned how to order. Ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Quiero una quesadilla con queso y con pollo.
Oh.
Y una
y
coca.
pollo.
Y una
Ooh.
Fanta. Yeah, see that?
Ah.
I'm fluent. I'm fluent.
He's guys.
Wow.
He's ready to go to the motherland. He's ready to go and
The
venture himself into
motherland?
Mexico and dodge the fucking
The
cartels.
motherland?
Okay, he's ready. He's ready to go.
Dodge the cartel.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm learning Spanish. It's good. It's fun.
Is that facts? Like, are you committing to that?
I think so, but also not actually, as in just
Okay.
like, just orally. You know, like I'm not actually.
Yeah. Oh.
Whoa.
No.
Ew.
No. Ew, dude.
Dude, oral.
Gross.
Ew.
Disgusting. No, okay, so
Gross.
you're gonna learn how to orally speak Spanish.
Oh, God.
Is that what I'm hearing, right? You want a little bit of action with the
so
taco
I'm not
trucks.
I'm not trying to figure out all how to read, write, all that. I guess I will kind of figure out how to read as I think the only thing I'm gonna figure out how to read is reading menus because
That's all you
can I
need.
say?
That's all
Yeah.
you need in the States, anyways.
I'm a hungry
So,
guy. I like food. I'm a read
Survival of the fittest. Learn to
Yep.
speak and read Spanish on a menu. That's
Yep.
how you.
You drop me in Mexico or Spain, the only Spanish I'm gonna know is just what's on the menu, and I can't say
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
else. I get kidnapped by a cartel. They're like, I can't even pretend to be them because I don't know Spanish. But just bear with me. So they're like, you have the money? I'm like, una burrito,
Una burrito. He's
una
on it.
burrito con pollo. I was like, you want 10K? I could give you a chicken burrito. That's
That's what we came for, sir.
una margarita.
We got you.
See,
Burrita? You say burrita?
I said margarito.
Oh, okay.
Margarito?
Con crema, con salsa.
Oh.
Yeah, see, I'm learning.
This man's actually he's actually fluent, guys. So
I'm
catch him
rolling
in
my
about 3
Rs.
weeks. He's gonna be, in 3 weeks he's going to actually be able to. He's gonna switch his brain off from English entirely, and he's just gonna be
Yep.
ordering in Spanish at restaurants that don't speak Spanish.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Correct. Yeah, I
It's
can.
the full
Yeah,
flip.
in 3 weeks, if Javier Martinez from the cartel is holding me at gunpoint, I can recite the whole Taco Tuesday menu. That's how it's gonna be. Yeah.
Jesus.
Say Javier Martinez. That reminds me of James Martinez. If
Oh.
y'all remember This is James Martinez is the name of a deceased person in a virtual environment. In a game that
Environment?
scares the shit out of me.
You could
We
just
were
say
playing it.
game.
Yeah, it's a game. It's a game. We were playing a video game called Phasmophobia, which is the word for the fear of ghosts, by the way. We were playing this
Great
game over this weekend. It's a great game. It's really fun. It's really immersive. And what it does is it actually it forces you to talk in the game, and it responds like the ghost has an AI that's built to respond to your questions, and it responds to your voice. So like you can provoke it and be like, hey, they gave you the name of the ghost, and it'll say, you say the name of the ghost and be like, are you with us or whatever, or give us a sign. It'll turn the power off. It'll close doors. It is terrifying. The atmosphere is so creepy, and
Dude,
I haven't
it's
gotten
like
used to it.
the ghost is like whispering in your ear and crap. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
Dude, I
Because
was
you're like
It's
wearing
so
headphones, so like
creepy.
it'll come out on your left ear and whisper something, and you'll just like,
You'll
but like
turn.
there's nothing actually there because you're in the game. But like it's
Yeah.
also like a VR game, so like you can play that in VR, and I've heard it was just a horrible time in VR
Yeah,
because of
I
how
would
scary it
absolutely,
is.
I would piss my pants. It was.
I say
It's
I say
scary.
you should get a VR set just to do this.
I've been thinking about getting VR for the PC, and so I will actually get a VR for the PC and then play that game in VR, and you can watch me get absolutely like terrified because it scares me. I mean, because Sim watched. Yeah, you watched last
Yeah, I was
night. We were
watching you
playing
guys
it.
play. Yeah, it looks.
Yeah.
The maps, just the maps look scary. They're just
Yeah,
like dark and spooky, and
There's
I
an
can only
abandoned,
imagine how
like-
terrifying it would be in VR.
Yeah, dude,
Oh,
we
yeah, it's
were playing
horrible.
on last night. We played in an abandoned high school, and it was
Oh, yeah, how did that go?
It
terrifying.
was so big. It was such a big
Yeah.
school. Like it was like it had 2 levels, and it was insane.
Dang.
We literally
We were, going
it took us
room
like
to
an
room.
hour. It took us like an hour to find the stupid ghost, and then he killed 2 of them, and then he killed Kate and Bradford, and then me and Chris were the only ones left, and we ran outside, and we had like one piece of evidence that we didn't have, and we guessed on it. It was like out of 2 options, and we guessed wrong.
Oh, wait.
Actually, Chris guessed wrong, but
Okay. Oh. So if it was a correct guess, you'd been like,
you
"We
were
got
so
it
sure.
right."
You were so sure. He's like,
No, I
there's no
wasn't.
ways this. You always, yes, you were. You were wrong. You said it was like a
I know I was
banshee or something
wrong.
like that, and it was a phantom.
Well,
something like that. I don't remember what it was.
I didn't have we didn't have a clue, and I was like, well, we haven't been able to see this one thing, and we haven't like. So the point of the game is you collect evidence by putting in like. You can set up video cameras in the room that you suspect the ghost is living in, and then you can put like a little radio frequency detector and like there's a bunch of other
Spirit
tools like
box.
thermometers
It's
and
called
whatnot.
Spirit
Oh,
box.
it's the
Yeah.
spirit box.
Yeah. And so a bunch of things that you can use to basically detect evidence of the ghost being in the room. And so we had only picked up 2 pieces of evidence. There was one piece that we were looking for. It was between 2 options. We were either going to put the video in the room and get evidence of the ghost orb,
Or I think
which
it was a
looked like a duck.
fingerprint. Was the other thing?
Yeah, or
Like with
fingerprints.
the-
Yeah.
you called it the cum light. Where you
Yeah,
use
Oh.
the cum light
yeah,
to
the
find
the
it.
UV light. Yeah, you use a UV light to
black
look for
light?
fingerprints
Yeah.
when the
That's-
so
Is that what
Kid always messed it up
Kid
too.
or
Yeah.
Bradford was referring to when he said jizz
Yeah,
cam?
Kid and Bradford. Yeah,
Yeah,
like the jizz,
yeah.
jizz
The
light.
jizz light
Oh,
was so gross. But you can look for fingerprints and like sweep the room and look at like for stuff.
And you guys,
we couldn't find
every
the last one.
every time you were wrong about the fingerprints, except for like once. When you guys were so sure, you guys were just like going there, you're like, I didn't see anything in there. We're pretty consistent about that. And then every time you guys said that, it would actually be something related to fingerprints, and we'd get it wrong.
I know. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Maybe
Y'all
maybe
just
it's
looking in the
like
wrong place at the wrong time, Mispy. I don't know what it is, but you're just doing something wrong.
Well, all I'm saying is you never really had a tool to look for stuff. Most times you just kind of went in there and just pissed
Are
the
you
ghost
kidding
off
me?
and then
I
got us all
literally,
killed.
okay, look, I would be the only person who was willing to go risk their life, okay?
Yeah, you didn't
And
bring a
I was the
tool.
one who would walk in with the EMF reader, okay? How is that not bringing stuff in? I would always check
Okay.
with the EMF
Well, then
reader because I'd go to directly to the ghost presence, and I would get 5, and I would run the hell out of there.
So I'm saying you should have gone with the UV light because it sounds like you would have done a better job. With
No,
the jizz
I'm
cam.
just saying that, like, at least when I did my job, I know I did it right. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's not hard for yours to be correct. All you have to do is stand there and just be like, oh,
No,
it got a
well,
5.
Yeah, well, but I risked my life to do that. Because you don't have to risk your life to find the fingerprints, but I have to risk my life to get my EMF level to 5.
Bro, if anybody heard Chris screaming the way he was screaming last night, you would have known he was
Yeah.
risking his life.
Yeah, I was,
He wasn't
dude.
risking
Honestly,
anything.
I'm pretty sure I ruined my voice because I had to go to work. We played it on Thanksgiving night, and I had to go to work for Black Friday,
Oh,
and
dang.
my voice that morning was shot. Like I screamed so bad, and this game really gets to me. Like that, the jump scares I can get used to after a while,
Yeah.
but the creep factor never drops. I'm always creeped out by the place.
Wait, have you guys
So
seen BuzzFeed Unsolved on YouTube?
no.
Okay,
Oh, I
it's
have seen.
I
Yeah.
have
have?
seen that.
Yeah.
it's these two guys,
Yeah.
Shane and Ryan, and they do the same stuff, but they basically do like they'll it's not they don't play a game, but they actually go to like haunted places, and they'll bring like an actual spirit box and cameras and stuff, and they'll stay the night in like these hospitals or like these like old abandoned prisons and stuff. It's freaky. It's freaky, but
Yeah,
that's
it
that's what
sounds
that
like
game kind of reminded me of.
Yeah, well, because it's basically just amateur ghost hunting, which ghost hunting, by the
Yeah.
way, has been something that like as a kid I was always like this is fake, and then
Mhm.
as I got older somehow it's gotten like even though I'm like I'm pretty sure it's still fake, but there's always that that meme where it's like the chances of you getting killed by a cow are low but not zero, and
But
it's like
not zero,
the cow sitting
yeah.
there with a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like it's just like the same with me. It's like I don't think ghost hunting's real. I don't think ghosts themselves are real. But why am I still freaking out? Okay, well, that's the
Mhm.
problem. Why am I still? Because like there's still that possibility. Like I don't know, that one time I get smacked in the face by a demon, that's gonna be the time I don't believe. So just gotta figure that out.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
very
It was a
true.
while
game
to
was
learn everything in that game.
It's
yeah,
fun.
it's fun.
I wish you could play more than 4 players at a time. I would play.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, if one of us has to drop out or whatever, then we got 4 again. So kind of good. I think Sim is gonna underplay his reaction, and then in reality he's crying. He's gonna be like whimpering
Dude.
and cowering like, behind
I
the
was I was whimpering the first day we played, and like the first time I got
You were
spooked,
what the first
I was
day?
whimpering.
Whimpering?
Yeah, I was whimpering.
Yeah,
Chris heard me. I
he
was
was the
like
first one to
I
see
got-
a
it.
little puppy?
yeah, I was
Yeah,
like
pretty
it was
much.
bad. I was
He
scared.
because
I
like
was
we
scared
hadn't seen the
shitless.
ghost yet. We had just played the game. We're like, well, how do we get the evidence? And then all of a sudden,
And then
all
all
the
of a
doors
sudden,
get locked in the room that he's
and
in,
then the lights
and then
go off. The lights go
Yep.
off, and it's like this is like keep in mind this is like late at night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like there's no light in my room except for coming from my monitor, okay? And then I just see like the corner of my eye, I just see this little thing pop up, and like it's like an old naked like dude, and he look I don't know, it was the most disgusting thing ever, and he started coming at me, and it was like in a very small room, and like I had this much
Oh,
light. I had this much light on my screen showing where he was, and that's all I had, and I was locked in the room
an
with
old
him.
naked dude, huh?
It
Yep.
was it was
Naked grandpa.
Yeah.
I didn't see his face. I just saw like his lower half of his body,
That's
because that's
think
where
you
the
got a
light
picture
was
of him.
shining. Did I take a
Did you
picture?
get a
I didn't
picture
think
with
I
the
did.
flash
I don't.
camera?
No, I did not.
You know,
Yeah.
I-
Either way,
Out of context, this conversation sounds very inappropriate.
yeah.
This old naked dude.
Don't clip
This
that.
old naked grandpa was coming at me, and I only saw the lower half of his body, and I took a picture. That's what I did.
I did not take a picture.
Flash cam.
But the ghost event left. I ran inside to go get him, and he met me outside, like crouching and whimpering. It's like he was we had never seen a ghost, like the actual ghost, show up before, and so he was
Yeah.
the first one to see it. And I mean, that would have, dude. If I had seen that, I probably would have pissed myself.
I literally was alone in there, and like the radio, like what'll happen with this game is like the radios will turn off if you're like, what's it called?
Getting
If the ghost is like attacking or whatever, it'll like turn off your radio so you can't communicate with each other. So it's just me screaming alone in a room with no one to hear me or no one to do anything,
Yeah.
and nothing can change, and it's just locked in the room. It's just a horrible feeling.
Yeah. I mean, it's part
It's
of
a
the
good game for that reason. It's a good it's
It
a
is.
good spooky game.
Yeah.
It was perfect for the spook season. So I mean, I honestly it's on sale for like $13, and in my opinion, it's worth all the money. It's pretty fun.
I might pick it up.
You
I
should
might pick it up.
You should get it because even
Yeah.
regardless, like you could still play with 3 people. It doesn't have to be Doesn't have to be 4 people.
True. Hold on. Give me a second. The sun is coming through these blinds. I gotta turn it real quick. Give me 1 second.
Okay, bet.
Wow, wow.
Yo,
Wow, wow.
wow, wow.
You see
Are you
my
listening to
dance moves I
something?
was doing over here?
Yeah. I saw you breaking it down. What was going on?
Yeah, I was listening to like Mac Miller's Stay, and then like I'm watching the music video, and he's just kind of doing like,
Oh, okay.
you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay. So you're kind of copying that.
The
I thought you
little,
were watching
On
that
that.
that great new song by Cardi B. It's
I don't know.
sweeping the nation.
Oh, you want to talk about how someone got banned from YouTube? You ready to talk about that?
Oh, yeah, true.
You go ahead. What's your
If you
opinion
don't
on
know
that?
her, you're probably not a gamer, but her name, Belle Delphine, if that rings
Okay.
a bell,
Uh
she's
huh.
basically just
Oh, ha,
she's
funny.
basically yeah. Oh, oops, I didn't mean that.
Wait.
Anyways,
What?
Belle Delphine, I made the bell pun by accident.
Oh.
Her name is Belle Delphine, and basically she's become like a celebrity, like a popular image
Tread
for the
carefully.
quote unquote gamer. Yeah, I'm treading very carefully for the gamer demographic, right? Basically, she has like softcore porn on her all of her social media, and then she has legitimate porn
Mm-hmm.
on her OnlyFans and stuff like that, right? She's kind of like started that whole craze, and you might have heard the word simp come up a lot, and basically I
Did
would
she
say she's
start
like the
that?
queen of simps. Well, I wouldn't say she started it, but she definitely is the queen of simps. Like people will go ahead and
Oh.
just throw money at her, all that kind of stuff, just
Dude,
because
she's not that attractive. I don't know if that is that a hot take? I don't know.
that's a hot. Well, okay, so depending on how you feel about it, it could be a hot take. I'm not like zealous over Belle Delphine, but I don't know.
I
I
feel like
think
that's a
she's
lie.
attractive.
Andrew's a
No,
simp
that's
for
not
her.
true. I know
No,
somebody who has an OnlyFans subscription to her. I know that. I know you
that's
know
true.
him too.
That's
You,
actually true.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
actually true.
Hey, are we
That's
gonna
like
Yeah.
what,
dox him?
$40 a month or
No,
something
we're
like
not
that.
doxing. We're not doxing.
Is it
But
15 or
he did
40?
say
I keep forgetting.
I think it's 20 actually. But
Okay, then I don't know.
he did say that it wasn't worth it. He was like her regular posts on OnlyFans or whatever else on social media are good enough. You don't have to worry about subscribing to her OnlyFans.
Good enough.
Not important.
Good
Not
enough.
important.
Yikes.
So she put up some videos, some really controversial videos on YouTube, which were, I mean, for all intents and purposes, pretty much just like safe, quote unquote, safe for work porn on YouTube. Like it's not safe for work. It was
No, it's definitely not
practically
safe
just
for work.
porn. Yeah,
Hmm.
it was on YouTube, and those videos blew up like an insane amount. Because I think she went to jail and like came out of jail, and that was her first video she put up. And
Yeah,
Wait,
she
what?
put them out.
Why
yeah,
did
Yeah,
she
she
go
she
to
went to
like
jail.
jail?
I don't remember if she either like keyed someone's car or like got into a fight with someone or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, she got some clout, bro.
okay.
And so she put these videos up, and they went absolutely viral. And recently, they got taken down. And there's a pretty large faction of people that are like, how can Cardi B's WAP music video stay on YouTube, but this video not be on YouTube?
Because of
Oh.
money.
Wait,
Yeah,
okay.
it's definitely money related.
Probably money related, but also
100% money related.
but if you're as wait, what do you mean? So what do you mean by that?
But
Have you
like
seen
they don't
WAP?
have they don't hold the same
Yeah.
standard to every video, which becomes a problem of like in a place where you upload videos and it's supposed to be a community to
Mhm.
like in like punish some people but not punish others openly in front of everyone's face. That's where it becomes a problem. And I mean I kind of agree. Like they should it should be a clear and like concise policy that like everyone is if everyone is to follow these set of rules and like no one should be exempt from that rule
Yeah.
and including the corporations or whatever like hot big like record labels or whatever they shouldn't be exempt just because they're a
Right.
record label or just because of whatever just because they give more money to YouTube
Yeah,
because of the
I've heard a lot about that, about like that double standard, but also I think the difference might be that it's music versus like
Yeah, but no, but the thing is for her that those were music videos. Like she was actually singing and it was music in those videos.
mm,
Yeah, they were songs, albeit horrible songs. They were
Horrible
really bad.
songs. Don't get me wrong, but like
Yeah.
at that point it's like the same basis, but
mhm.
like one is being let go because it's Cardi B, right? And the other's being let go because it's some YouTuber.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
I've seen like clips of the WAP video but I've never. I don't know. I haven't seen Bella Delphine's videos,
You
so I
can't
don't
see
really
it no
know.
more,
Can't say that.
Yeah, it's
Can't say
gone
what the
now.
difference is, but
and you probably don't want to watch it.
yeah,
But
I'm
like within the
not.
first 5 minutes of WAP, right? You have the fountain with like the tits squirting out water, and it's not even it's not holding any
There's
punches.
no
Like
subtle,
WAP is
no
just straight up.
subtleties.
No,
Yeah,
no subtlety. Just all gas. No
yeah.
questions. And so it was. I mean, and I didn't realize, but they did change the lyrics for this video. Instead of saying "wet ass pussy," right? They say "wet and gushy," which
Really?
I don't
For
know.
YouTube?
Yeah, yeah, for YouTube. So
YouTube
I
can't. They can't
guess.
say that.
I guess not, but the video itself is fine. Which is really mind-boggling if you ask me. But yeah, it was just interesting, anyways.
I
Interesting.
want to
But
actually bring up something. Do you guys know all gas no brakes?
yeah, you show me. You showed me a
I
couple
think I
videos
showed
ago.
you some of his videos. Simran, have you ever heard of him?
No, no.
He's hilarious. This guy like goes around the country and he just like he'll like go to all these like places and like there's like rallies and whatever for like different things. Like he went to a motorcycle rally. He went to the rocket launch, the one of the SpaceX rocket launches, I think.
Wait, you
Uh,
might have showed me this. What does he do?
he just like goes with a mic and just goes up to people and like basically like the people do all the work. You know what I'm saying? Because like he'll just
Yeah,
go
yeah,
up to
yeah,
them
yeah,
and then like let them have like an open forum,
yeah.
right? Where
He
it's like
did. Yeah, he
literally they'll
did.
just talk about anything.
He
And it's
he was at the rocket launch or something, right? And so they were like
yeah,
Trump supporters or something.
yeah. There's like a bunch of like Trump supporters and there's like just random. I don't know. There was like two people who were like talking about like there was two dudes who were like weebs and like loved anime and they were just like sitting there on like the uh curb or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then like he goes up to them, starts talking to them, and then he gets these two other dudes who look like big frat guys who
Mm-hmm.
are like come up and they're like, oh, we gotta go get the beer or something like that, and he like he's like, oh, these two guys think that like they're better than you and all this stuff, and like they could like they're better friends than you guys are or whatever. And then
Yeah,
it was
they have
just
a friend
hilarious,
competition.
like, cause they were like they would actually get mad. The two frat dudes were like, where is that coming from? Like that's not true, you know, because
What's up, dude?
we're like we're best friends. We just do anything for each other, bro. Or something
Yeah.
like that, if I
Dude,
remember
I'll suck his
correctly.
dick right now. I'll suck his
I'll
dick
say-
right now.
Yeah,
Say something.
But it's hilarious. I literally just noticed that he uploaded 2 weeks ago, and I haven't seen that yet. And the thing is, it's just like it's crazy that like in a crowd of people, like the different perspectives of like what is going on at that moment. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What they're there for, and it's just it's hilarious.
Dang, yeah, I remember you
Yeah,
showing
honestly,
me
I
a couple of those.
I think he went to a furry con,
oh god.
and
I
that
bet,
that was
yeah.
scary.
I bet that was interesting.
He went to a flat Earth conference. He went to the raid of Area 51. He went to Alien Con. Uh,
I want to go to a flat Earth conference.
what are
I
you gonna?
don't. I've already lived that. I already lived that nightmare.
You should definitely watch this video. Then I think you'd love it.
I'll check it out. I've seen the flat Earth documentary on Netflix. I just think it's Chris, yeah,
Dude.
you've lived that.
Yo, wait, did I tell you guys? Did I tell you guys about that girl who was trying to convince me that the Earth was like a donut and like there was a sun in the middle and like had this like really well detailed like 45-minute documentary that they were trying to show me, and I was
Uh-huh.
just like,
Donut Earth,
what,
baby.
like what am I supposed to? I don't know what to say. And she was like, yeah, it's so true, you know, because like that's just the way things are, and like you know, I just have this feeling, and I was just like, you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
feeling?
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. It's so
Yeah, you could
true.
just tell.
They literally,
The-
I don't, the way
Trust
they
me.
like the way, yeah, like the way they like explain it to themselves, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Is
It
the
was
sun
like
in the middle of the
she was like
donut?
telling me, no, she was like telling me that the moon and the sun like rotate around the middle or something like that, or like they go in and out of the middle. I don't know.
Oh,
Look,
it's like
if I ever,
like a little black hole like thing in the middle or something, or like a little.
no, like the sun would like go out of the middle or something like that, and then like the moon would go into the middle, and like I think it would like I don't know,
Huh?
some
It
ridiculous.
like
It's
spins
something
around
ridiculous.
the tube of the donut.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's weird,
Yeah,
dude.
it was
I like.
either that or the sun was constantly in the middle and then the moon was going around the outer edge of the donut or something like that. I don't remember.
Wait.
It's
It
something
doesn't make any
ridiculous.
sense because then how would somebody who's
Look,
high
look,
noon
you're
on
trying
the
to.
donut?
And how do you explain seasons then?
They don't. I don't think they do.
You can't have
That's their
seasons
whole
if
problem.
the sun was just in the middle of a donut.
I don't
Unless
know.
I'm missing
I
something here.
that hurts, bro.
I
That
think it
hurts.
might be like a thing. I don't know. I didn't pay attention. I wasn't trying to watch the video because I just realized how crazy it was to begin with, and I was
Yeah.
just like, I don't want to
Yeah.
waste 45 minutes of my time listening to bullshit.
Dude, the Netflix doc. Okay, well, I did waste like 90 minutes of my life watching this Netflix documentary, but it's very interesting. It's called Behind the Curve, and they were talking about it basically follows this guy. I'm blanking on his name. It's Mark something, I think. But he's basically like they follow his story about how he used to be like a non-flat earther and then became a flat earther by like the classic like opening his eyes and
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
not being a sheep and stuff like that and they follow his story and how he started this entire like movement basically of flat earthers that now like kind of follow him. It's almost like a cult following in a way, and he like hosts these conferences. But it was really funny in the documentary because they do all these experiments to try to prove the Earth is flat, and then after each one, it like the experiments never work out. So
And they find any reason too. They're
yeah,
like, oh well, it wasn't properly level or something like that, and
yeah,
like they just would have
yeah,
this.
exactly. They did this one experiment where they were trying to detect like uh, some sort of electromagnetic radiation through like some gyro device, and they were like, yeah, if this happens then we know it's flat. And then they just cut to the next scene where they're doing it, and the guy turns around, looks dead in the camera, and he goes, yeah, so we think the equipment's faulty.
Yeah, yeah. They find any. It's so
Yeah.
it's so frustrating. And here's my first and foremost like take for the flat earthers or donut earthers is that why is Earth so special that all the other planets that are out there that we see
Mm-hmm.
aren't the same as Earth? Why is Earth the only one that's
Mm-hmm.
flat as a pancake? Don't you think that'd be something that's like
Also,
more
like, what's
universal if it
what's
was actually the way
underneath?
it
You know what I'm
works?
saying?
Yeah, like what's the underside at that point? Like,
Yeah, like
is there?
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
what's
Is
below?
it just blank? Is it just fucking dirt? Is that
Apparently,
where the
And where
lava
are we
is?
moving? Like, are we just staying still? Like, is it like?
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Well, some of them think we do,
that's a
and
good
like
point.
the most of their explanations. So now it's time for me to go ahead and just out myself. I had a flat earther in the immediate family sphere. In other words, somebody my mom was dating
Uh-huh.
was a flat earther, is a flat earther, and he okay. So here's the thing. He, uh, he was trying to explain to my mom about flat Earth, and she was like, "Whoa!" And I was like, "No, no, 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 no. Look, this is not true. None of it's true." And I was trying to explain, but she started telling me like what he was thinking and what was going on.
Uh-huh.
So what he personally believed was that the Earth was constantly to explain gravity. The Earth was constantly moving upwards and accelerating at
Okay.
9.81 meters per second squared, and that was the explanation for gravity basically that it's
Ah.
constantly accelerating. And I was like, okay, so first and foremost, if
You're
that has
not
been the case,
wrong
it's been
about
like that.
yeah. The constant
Well, it's like
acceleration isn't wrong.
no, it's not. But the thing is that like when it comes to the gravity that we experience, he thinks it's the result of the reaction to us being pushed up.
Right.
I mean, which is true. But in inertial space, having the flat disk moving upwards the whole time and at an increasing rate. So like the
Right.
thing is that at some point, if we've been accelerating at this for thousands of years, which we have been, at
Mm-hmm.
least if you want to go, because he's a creationist also at this point, right? So he
Mm-hmm.
only assumes the Earth is 7,000 years old or something like that. But even still, there's been gravity on the Earth for 7,000 years at 9.81 meters per second squared. We'd be flying at really really high speeds, and like at that point, you. I don't want to say we're approaching the speed of light, but I'm just gonna say with that kind of acceleration, I think we would have noticed stars shifting or something like that. And at that point, his explanation
Yeah.
for stars,
Yeah.
like we would see color shifts, right? We would see like red shifting, blue shifting, and whatever.
Right.
And like
Right. And we do see
mostly red
that,
shifting.
but we don't see it relative to, north or south, the north or south pole. As if like
Yeah.
if we look down, it's not like down, quote unquote. It's not like we see red shift versus blue shift for if we look up or
For
north
Yeah, we'd
or
see
whatever.
We'd see the consistency between the up and down sides. And the thing
Mm-hmm.
is that his explanation for stars was that there's a dome effectively over the Earth's disk, That's a way. It's called the firmament, right? Because it's all apparently religious based. Is belief in flat Earth. So it's called the firmament, and essentially, the stars are just projections, or they call them. And he sent this document to me, thinking that I'd fall for the pseudoscience. But he sent this document about natural harmonics and frequencies in the physical, the
Oh, here we go.
metaphysical, ultra radio,
Here we go.
like high frequency radio, electromagnetic phenomena that
Yeah.
they basically called like bioluminescence or whatever. Like
Oh my
they
god.
used a bunch of words that it didn't know what it was.
Bioluminescence?
Yeah, exactly. It
That's
used a
not what
bunch of
that
words.
is.
I know, and it used so many words that it didn't realize what it was using incorrectly, and it would like to explain that stars are just basically vibrations on
Oh
this firmament
my
that would, yeah.
god.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Like
what?
I
A lot of I've heard that a bunch actually. So the documentary I was talking about, they kind of talk about how there's these factions within the like all flat earthers are not the same, and they don't all believe it's like a disc or it's like a donut. There's like these different factions, but a lot of them I think are rooted in, or not a lot, but there are definitely some like what you're saying that are rooted in religion, I guess. Which where where in the
yeah.
Bible or in any religious does it? Where do you get that from? I don't know.
And well, that was the thing is like my mom's fairly religious too, so he would back up all the stuff with scripture, and so he had point out some things on there that if you take them out of context in the story in the story quote unquote of the Bible, right? If you take them out of context, then yeah, it's pretty. It would lead you to believe that the Earth is flat. But the thing is that he hand cherry picks these, right? And there are other. I mean, it's not definitively that it's flat. As much with anything else that if you take it and you mold it in your own way out of context, you can make the scripture say anything. So it's
Yeah,
all he
that's
did was cherry pick them. He cherry picked these ones to make them look like the earth was flat, and yeah, there you go, Bob's your uncle at that point. It was horrible. And, like I can't believe it. And there's a lot of people. He's not the only one. I thought it was a joke when I started hearing about flat earthers existing. I was like, no, you people are fake. This is clearly a troll.
yeah.
No one's actually real and actually into this.
Yo,
But guess
please
what?
I'm gonna link you guys the flat Earth one, and you guys can take a look in your free time.
Okay.
Okay, the all gas no brakes flat Earth.
Yeah, the all gas, no brakes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but that's I don't get it. I don't get. They're like, yeah, the Earth is just a frisbee.
Like,
Yeah,
why? Like,
little did we know.
Little did we know, God is just playing ultimate this whole time.
it's almost
and-
like why do you? For me, it's like why do you like? Where did this come from? Like, why do you distrust like science? Like, why do you have such a distrust in like
Yeah,
everyone and everything
it's
we
like
believe
thousands and thousands of years of like scientific like research and development
in? And
of the
like
scientific method. Like,
everything we
yeah.
have proves it, right? Even literally like pictures of like videos of like people
Well,
in the International
those-
Space Station.
those
like,
they'll just
but,
discount as like.
but like they'll just discount it. But like, why? Why do you have to discount like, why do you gotta pick and choose what
because
you
you
believe?
can't be a sheep, Andrew. Open your.
I'm not saying you
open
don't gotta be
your
a like no,
eyes.
no. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not
open
like that.
your
I'm not
eyes,
saying
bro.
I'm not saying believe everything you see, right? That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying believe everything you see. I'm just saying like scientifically, right? If we have consistent proof of something happening and we're backing it up even more by um what's it called? By more evidence, right? To go and be like, you know what? I'll pick and choose the evidence I believe and not and actually use it
Yes.
against that to prove it's wrong.
Exactly.
But like you don't have proof. You're just saying you don't believe it, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, I think so. Actually, I think part of the like disbelief arises from knowing that the government is like hiding stuff. Here we go. Welcome to the
Right.
conspiracy hour.
Yeah.
But I think there is some element of truth in that because I'm not naive to believe that the government doesn't have secrets. Obviously, they do.
Huh?
I think that's what they have
Well, you did-
secrets.
What you mean?
Uncle
do you
Sam is
mean?
hiding. What is he hiding? Yeah,
He
no.
would never do that.
Yeah, like, well, because here's the thing, like, right, there's definitely secrets that are relevant to national security, to protect sources and methods, and to protect different things. So there's definitely things that they can't tell the public. So it's understandable that they kind of take that belief of, okay, the government is hiding this, this, and this, so they might also be hiding, this, this, and this. So I think that's where kind of that distrust stems from. Which, I mean, if the CIA does have some shady history of stuff they've hidden.
Yeah, but big facts though.
Huh?
I'm surprised I didn't hear more about this, but I found this out. The Pentagon released UFO videos. The
They
Department
did.
of Defense.
They did recently,
Yeah,
within the last year, and it didn't
yeah.
make a dent.
With-
Nothing in the news.
Yeah, no one said anything. We were
Nothing.
max pandemic mode. No one said anything, but we were literally getting legit evidence from the Pentagon of UFOs, and no one said anything.
This is confirmed.
Like this is
Confirmed
your
fact.
first time.
You notice
in
how
a
they
long
all
time.
like every time they release
Yeah,
one
if
of
you
those
look it
videos,
up.
it's like 100, like 144p.
Well, no,
Wait,
these are videos from like fighter jets and stuff. Like these
Yeah.
are videos from
They couldn't attach a
they're
4K
pretty legit,
camera
and
to
they're
the
because they're
to
from the
front of
Navy.
camera.
Wait.
What do you-
say
what
Or
do you
that
sorry, to the front of the plane or whatever. They couldn't attach a 4K camera
Yeah,
to the
so
front of the plane.
some of these are like IR videos, and like if you look at it, it's like they using their IR
yeah.
camera, you can see this thing like floating in the air.
And it's not.
And they
I
don't-
don't think
they're
it's
like, I don't
all
know what that is.
visual, because sometimes they'll see stuff that, like, these Navy pilots will capture things that are, they'll be flying over the open ocean, and they'll see something come out of the ocean and go up, and it just, the rate that it's moving at just doesn't make sense. So
Yeah,
yeah, but okay, here's what's crazy about that, because I was at a conference almost just over a year ago, and we were getting dropped off after the week-long conference. We were getting dropped off at the airport by our Uber, and there was like 7 of us in the car, and we're all just kind of talking and stuff, and the Uber driver hadn't really said much the entire ride, and we're pulling up to the airport, and just before he's dropping us off, he just randomly like brings up, he's like, yeah, so you guys know they're gonna Trump and the government, they're gonna tell us about UFOs soon, right? And we were like, wait, what how do you know that? Who are you? What do you know? What are you talking about? And we were all aerospace nerds too, so naturally we were kind of like, wait, what is this about? And he just dropped us off at the airport after releasing that bombshell and didn't say anything. And then like 6 months later, when the news dropped, we all saw like the articles of the Pentagon, and we're like, dude, that Uber driver knows something.
he knew something. He was
he's-
in it. He
he's
was in the
somebody.
sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane, dude. I just reminds me of the one time we were in Texas, and we just took a random Uber XL, and that guy was talking about his motorcycle and like the forces. Remember we were talking about like this guy didn't know what he was talking about. You remember this?
I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
He was talking about feeling the G forces on his motorcycle when he was doing turns
he was
and
like
stuff.
asking me. He was asking me about, because somehow we were talking about motorcycles, or something, or he had one, and then he
Yeah.
said something along the lines of like, yeah, how fast would I have to go to feel the G forces, or something, or to pull, or were we talking about airplanes pulling G's?
Yeah,
I
we were talking about airplanes pulling G's, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that's like when I bank on the motorcycle, and I could feel." I mean,
Yeah.
he's not fully wrong, but he was not right. He was not, because he was.
He was like, oh, what? And we were like, yeah, fighter jets will pull, at most, I think it's like 8 or 9 G's that they can pull, and the pilots have to wear these pressurized suits and stuff to not pass out, essentially. And he was like, yeah, what do you think I pull on my bike? I was like, and I was kind of like intrigued, because I was like, I don't actually know, like what. And then we did the math, and it was like 0.001 or something.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
It was like completely negligible.
How much are you
compared to
feeling
that.
like roller coasters?
Yeah.
Oh, you can get like 3 or 4 G's.
Yeah, some good ones will go up to 3 or 4.
Dude, what's it called? The Intimidator
Intimidator?
305?
Yeah, I think that actually will.
I blacked out on that.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Because you're
It's
fucking weak.
4.5 G's.
Because you're a
Yeah,
pussy,
it's pretty.
Andrew.
4.5 G's?
Yikes,
You call me
that's
a
a hot take.
That's
Well,
a hot
so-
take?
Some Navy pilots will actually go through the training without a G suit on and take like 8 or 9 G's like a champ and like not pass out.
Jesus
And
Christ.
it's insane. Yeah, because like so imagine the force you had on that roller coaster and then literally twice
Double it. That's
Yeah.
horrible.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally,
Yeah, and the guys- You
I
would
saw my
die,
eyes.
Andrew.
I felt my eyes just closing on their own, and I had no control, and I couldn't stop it.
Oh, yeah, you
And
get
that's
like,
that's the
black
scariest
like
part.
tunnel vision? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you tunnel. It just started closing and closing and closing
Yeah.
and closing.
Yeah,
it's
I've been on the
insane.
Intimidator probably,
That was-
a dozen times, and that's never happened to me, so I guess I'm just better than you, Andrew.
Okay, I mean I didn't
No.
use it. Like, I
said
I
you
rode
had
it a
no
lot as a
nipples.
kid. right? And I never once blacked out until like more recently, and I've blacked out like twice now.
I haven't been on any of the Kings Dominion roller coasters. I've only been on the Busch Gardens ones.
I've literally been on
No?
every single one at not Busch Gardens, Kings Dominion.
The Busch Gardens ones are
Busch Gardens there's like
good.
4. They're not even that many.
Yeah.
There's like
Yeah.
4. Of
I
them.
know.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't ride roller coasters as a kid. I was so scared of them when I was a kid, and then when I was like 14 or 15, I decided to get on Alpengeist as the first one, which is
Oh, I
a
like that
crazy
one.
one to get on. Yeah,
Wait,
I
is
like
that
that
the
one.
That's
I
a
like
that's
that
a
one a lot.
floorless one. That's a
that the-
floorless.
Yeah,
Is that the one where
The
you're under the
floorless
track?
one?
yeah. You dangle on it, and
you
like
dangle
there's like
underneath the
there's
track.
twists, and
Yeah.
and it's really twisty and whippy.
It's kind of like
it's not
Volcano.
the one
It's
with
kind of
the
like the
big drop.
Volcano.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's not like, and then I rode Alpengeist, and then I rode Apollo's Chariot, which is a really basic roller
remember
coaster,
that
but it's
one.
just that big drop at the beginning, and then the rest of it's like kind of like.
Was that the
kinda
one that was
easygoing.
like the one where it holds you over the end?
No, that's
edge?
the Griffin.
That's the
That's the
Griffin.
Griffin.
Yeah. That
Which
one.
is
That one.
one.
I like that one
Oh.
because it freaks you out because like they're like, oh, we're gonna let you go in 3, 2, and they don't actually drop you when they say they screw with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
oh
Griffin's
my
good.
God.
That's actually one of the smoothest roller coasters I've ever been on. It's like it's honestly like a nice ride because it's not bumpy at all. Unlike some of the, I think Kings Dominion recently released like a
There's
new
some
wooden
bumpy
one.
ass rides. Like
There's
the,
some bumpy ass rides. In
dude,
Kings
the
Dominion.
freaking the bumpiest one is the Anaconda. Right, I think it's called Anaconda. It's
Oh,
the
I've
one
heard
next,
about that. That one actually gives you
dude,
whiplash
literally,
and like
you're
bounce
just
your
going-
head against the walls
I'm
and
literally,
stuff.
yeah, you're bouncing your head and you're going.
Didn't that one close? I thought they closed that one
Spazzing
because
out.
somebody somebody
No.
got hurt.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No,
Would
no
not
got
be
hurt.
surprised
I
if that
got
was the case.
I hurt my head every time I ride it.
Oh,
Especially when I was a kid, I just remember getting off and be like, "Ow, my head hurts,"
Oh yeah. Wait.
because
I think-
it's like vibrating on the track. It can't even hold to the track correctly, so it's just, and then you're also like, it's also being pulled so hard you're just getting whiplashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
You
they,
have to
they
hold
definitely
your
shot
head.
for the rails on. Yeah.
You have to,
Like the whole
brace.
point is you have to hold your head in a certain position, and like at all, you have to push your head as far back as possible.
Yeah.
Because if you let your head go forward, you're screwed.
You're done. You're done.
They decided to go for the Great Value brand rails on that one. They did
Mine,
not. They don't.
So
No, it's just a really old coaster.
my first roller coaster was at Kingston. I guess it's like, it's kind. I don't know. You guys ever been on, or Andrew, you ever been on the Rebel Yell at Kingston?
Yeah,
Dominion?
yeah.
I think
they changed the name. They changed the name.
'Cause
It's
it
called
was-
like
I
what's
forget
it?
what it's called now, but it used to be the Rebel.
Oh,
Yell.
Racer 75.
Racer 75. That's right. And Chris, you don't know this, but basically this coaster's from
That
back
one-
in the day. It was basically like a Confederate like themed roller coaster in a way.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Confederate theme.
I figured with a name like Rebel Yell, that's where we were going with
Well,
that.
so it's a dual track roller coaster. So it's 2 sets of tracks and it's 2 sets of cars that go side by side, and one of them's red, one of them's blue. You know, classic. Yeah.
Ah.
And they basically the way they used to do it back in the day was the track.
The red used to win.
Yeah. Yeah, I would always get on red and just be yelling yee yee the whole time.
They opened it in 75.
Yeah, they would. So the
Wow.
tracks, the 2 sets of cars would come up together, and they would race essentially through the whole like loop, and they would turn opposite ways and complete 2 separate tracks, and then come back together. But that thing was so
That didn't vibrate.
bumpy.
They replaced
bumpy.
they replaced like the metal the rails, but like the wood's still the same. But it still vibrates like hell.
Yeah.
Like it's still
Yeah.
When you get on a roller coaster like that, it feels like a death trap. Like
it
I don't
does, but
know-
it still feels fun because you know at a certain point you know you're not gonna die, right?
Yeah.
This is at the beginning. At the beginning, you're like, this is a little sketchy. It feels like this thing's about to come off the rails, right? And then as soon as you like go for a little bit more, I'm like, I felt closer to death before, and then it just keeps going.
This is fine. We'll live.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt like that on I think it was the Loch Ness Monster a few times, but
Oh,
like
I
that
love
again.
Loch Ness
I think all
Monster.
the Busch Gardens. Yeah, I like it too. The Busch Gardens roller coasters though are, from what I hear anyways, a lot smoother. So I feel I'm kind of glad that I started off with those roller coasters so I can be a little more like readily available for the Kings Dominion ones. Like the Kings Dominion ones, I want to go to now that I actually
Yo.
ride, but I didn't
Oh.
ride roller coasters.
Wait,
Yo.
when I come back to Virginia, you guys want to go?
Yeah,
little trip?
Yeah, dope.
No, they're
Yeah, let's
closed.
go.
What do you mean?
Are they close?
Oh,
Oh,
for
Yeah.
Rona.
I'm an
Yeah, are you
Yeah.
kidding me? No
idiot.
way.
I'm an
Yeah.
idiot.
Stupid.
I almost forgot COVID existed for a second, and I was
Yeah.
so happy.
It really do be
Wow.
like that. I think one of my friends said that we're on like day like 280 out of 15 of the COVID restrictions. So,
Day
yeah, keep
280
that
out
in
of
mind.
15, yeah.
You
Yeah.
you acting like it's a flipping I don't know, whatever. But let me go back to the point of the guy who designed that coaster, the Rebel Yell. He
Mhm.
said this: "You don't need a degree in engineering to design roller coasters. You need a degree in psychology."
Huh?
That's
Huh?
what he said.
What does that mean?
Wow.
I don't know.
You gotta get them in
That's
their brain, bro. You gotta put G's on their brain, and then they can't figure out what's going on. They just
Anybody?
he actually
yell.
died. He died 3 years after the coaster, or 4 years after the coaster was made.
Was it on the coaster?
Yeah, I wish. That'd be so fun, dude. If the
It didn't
creator of
say
the
how he
coaster
died.
died on the coaster, that would give it so much clout. Like everybody's like, yeah, the guy who made this actually died while riding. Holy shit.
Dude, I don't want no offense, but if you got a psych degree, don't be designing my roller coasters. I don't want to get on any
I
roller
agree.
coaster designed by a psych major. Nope.
Please don't.
Just
Please,
stick to
please
your
don't do that.
area of expertise. Don't.
Well,
Don't
according
do
to this
it.
guy, that is their area of expertise. That they are
No.
meant to build roller coasters. They play Roller Coaster Tycoon. They know what they're doing. They made their roller coasters. They're ready for this.
A psych major making roller coasters? Nuh-uh.
At
Nope.
that point, look, you gotta believe in the magic of the mind. You know, mind over matter. If you go flying off the rails, you know you'll survive. I think, as long as your sight degree has proven that you can bear that
As
kind of
long as you
mental
believe
strain.
in yourself, you'll be okay.
Yes, yes.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah.
As far as believing in oneself, I would like to say, I believe that I can. There are points in time where I have, I got some dance skills, okay, but not that
Oh, yeah?
good. And I want to
Yikes.
say that it was a leap of faith to join a competitive dance team in college. First off, it's if you ever heard of Bhangra, yeah, if you ever heard of Bhangra before, it's basically in Indian dance. I guess it's a style that it's like more or less prevalent in Punjab in like the northern Indian area. Didn't know anything about it at all. And Sim was like, "Hey, let's go join this dance group or whatever. It'd be
Yeah.
kind of fun. I did it in high school." And I was like, "Oh, I can't dance. It's no big deal." He's like, "No, just come
Yo.
on, just have fun. Come to the audition. Maybe you'll like
We
it. Maybe you
pulled
won't.
up
Like,
for
just come for fun."
tryouts. Yeah, I
Yeah.
dragged him along to tryouts. We pull up. It's like 2 days of tryouts or something. And then the second day, we're there. And they're like, after we're all done, like doing the whatever moves and all that they wanted us to do, we're all sitting in a big group. And they're like, all right, I know some of y'all are just here for fun. So raise your hand if you're actually trying to make the team, and we're gonna write your names down so we can go and then post cuts or post the team. And
Yep.
I took my hand, I put it in the air, and then I took Chris's hand and I put it in the air.
I was so mad. I'm like, no, I don't want to do this. And what shocked me was I made the team
He
in the
made
first
team.
place. Yeah, and I was like, this is ridiculous. I should not have made this team. And I was like, all right, well, I guess now we're in it because I'm apparently
Yeah.
serious about this, and I'm going in there and dancing. It was
Easily-
it was interesting.
Easily the first Filipino doing Bhangra, probably in the history of Filipinos.
And back then I
Yo.
had the really long hair too, so when we were like jumping and shit, it would like just like wag around, like it
Oh,
was
yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually did dab.
That was back when
What's
you
up?
were dabbing all the time. Not the
Yeah.
drug.
Yeah, like
not
We
the
did dab in
drug.
Bhangra.
Sorry,
Not the drug.
not to detract from this conversation, but while you guys were doing that, I was doing some more research into the Rebel Yell.
Oh boy.
Apparently, it was inspired by the shrill battle cry of Confederate soldiers that was intended to intimidate Union troops.
There it is.
Yeah, there is actually a rebel yell that they made that they
Yeet.
actually make. You can
Yeet.
hear. Well, it's not far from that really. It's actually it really sounds like I
Battle
think they
of
were intending to
Gettysburg.
go for the Native American sounds.
Oh,
No, like you know
really?
what I mean, like I think we're trying. Yeah, you can hear it on you. It's actually kind of creepy. But it's yeah, there is an actual rebel yell, and the only reason I know that is because I had a couple of kids in my high school that were just a little too fond of their heritage. and
Wait,
they
it's
would
like it's
actually do that yell.
wait, what's the yell?
Apparently, hold on, sorry. Apparently, also a Southern Heritage organization was unhappy about their move of changing the name from Rebel Yell.
Of course, of
I
course.
I bet they were.
Mm-hmm.
I bet they were.
It was directly tied to the Confederacy and the Army. Like that, like they would actually train their soldiers to do this yell and do this yell during charges or do this yell just whatever, just to intimidate the Union. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's legitimately. I honestly think it's a little bit like I didn't think it was too effective. It was creepy, but it just wasn't like. It's something that's weird for them to be proud about. It's like, oh, we do this like shrilly yell that I don't know. It's I guess it was supposed to be like something similar to the
Andrew,
Native
you're
Americans
really
do.
out here typing again, huh?
I'm sorry. I was
Yeah, I'm
just.
gonna call your ass out. Call your ass out.
Yeah, but
Damn.
thanks for the invite for all our boys, good old boys who are listening. Show us a rebel yell. Send it. Don't please don't. Um, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So the thing is that I think we actually did have somewhat of a rebel yell in the Bonger team as well, right? It was like a kind of like that. You know, what I'm
That's
saying,
right.
one of those. You know what I'm saying? We did actually do that stuff, and honestly, I wasn't good enough to make. So, first off, I made the team, but I wasn't good enough to make the competition. Because there was two teams. There was the A team and the B team, and you could probably guess. Spoiler alert: made B team, and we did.
Hey, me
That means
too.
I showed them.
I was
You
also
were an
on
A
B
team.
team. No.
No, you performed. You were doing the little
Jesus
accordion
Christ.
fence things. What do you call those things?
Accordion the sops.
Sops. Yeah, you were doing
Yeah.
you were doing sops for the A team in
Yeah.
in the actual performance stuff, but you didn't actually go to like the Temple University competition and that kind
Yeah,
of
I
stuff.
wasn't A team. A team.
Yeah, but you were better than I was, anyways. But yeah, that was a wild ride. So I honestly don't think I would have done that had I not been basically forced into it. I'm glad it happened, but I'm also not gonna do that again. Prove that I can't dance. So again, with the singing career and the dancing career, look, when it comes to performing arts, it's not for me. It's not gonna happen.
Hey, I think you did. You think better. I think you did better than you give yourself credit for. Um,
Eh,
I think so. I think you actually like there was considerable improvement over the however what was it like a few months we were on the team, like a semester and a
Yeah,
half.
yeah,
Yeah,
it wasn't too long because we started.
yeah,
Honestly, it started being too much with school, like to do the dance and everything.
yeah.
I did find out though, I actually dig the Bongra mixes of that they were coming out. The songs are kind of low key hype, and I don't know why they're not more
Longer
popular. They're good.
mixes are right up there with the big booty mixes. Okay.
Huh?
Yes, yeah.
Yes. Yup. If you've never heard them, Big Booty Mix, Volume 13, Volume 17, they slap. Yup.
Is slap the word you use for a big booty mix? Is that really
I
the
said
word
it,
you
and
Yeah.
I'll
use?
say it again.
Yeah.
You gonna say that?
I just have one thing to add.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I found this meme.
Oh, boy.
Just while I was sitting here, and I
Oh,
thought
boy.
it'd be good because of timing, because Black Friday was recently. It says,
Is this
"Damn
about to
girl."
be...
Wait, let me finish it.
Sorry.
Damn girl, are you Black Friday? Cause I'm wondering what your deal is.
Bruh. Yikes.
I thought you'd
Yeah.
like that.
That was... Nah. That's
You
all
like
right.
that?
Cringy.
Yeah.
You like that?
Cringe factor. Get this air horn soundboard.
That's one of those... That's one of
Cringe
those...
alert.
You know what that is? Oh, that's one of those memes that you would find in corporate America posted on the bulletin board in the break room. That's one of those.
Yes.
Yo,
Oh my
Chris,
god.
remember that?
I
Remember
hate
that
it.
guy? Remember that guy that's like butt naked? And he's like has like a mask holding his dick up.
Yes, the safety first guy.
Oh,
Yeah, safety
no.
first guy. They someone made a thing for I guess Thanksgiving and called it Only Yams, and they changed his body to a turkey, I guess, and the turkey has a dick.
Oh.
And it's just hanging off the side of the
I
bed
don't
like him.
like
But
that.
it's like sitting in his position, like the same way on the same bed he was sitting on. Let me see if I could. Wait, where's the
Yeah,
camera?
put that in the. Okay.
I don't
Okay.
like that.
Okay. No.
Oh.
Even in the horrible quality of seeing it from the camera, the pixelation doesn't help.
Yeah,
the pixelation
it's all
does not help.
it's all like pixelated dick.
I don't like that.
Oh, that
I'm gonna
hurts.
send
That
it. I'm gonna
really
send
hurt
it in
my.
the group chat. I'm gonna send that in the group chat so y'all
No.
can keep that.
No.
Y'all can keep that. Don't even worry about it.
No.
Like, don't even
You
stress.
can be
It's all
happy this
yours.
isn't being put up on the screen. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
No,
you don't
I
want to
don't
see
like
that.
But
Yeah, there it is. Oh,
There it is.
it's just loud and proud.
Yeah. I
It's
forgot what
so
his
bad.
name
Only
was.
yams.
I forgot what the guy's name was.
yeah,
I wish I knew
I
what it
think we can
was.
forget it. No, I
Yeah.
think
No,
we can forget the
yeah.
I
name.
wish I knew who it
We're
was.
gonna move on from that. Okay, but hold on, Chris. Back to these corporate America memes because I think we both agree they're the absolute worst.
Yeah,
It'll
they're so
be
bad.
it'll be the classic like 2010 meme format of an image with the white bold text over, and
Impact font.
it'll be like it'll be just posted in just any company you go to has these. Any, they'll have them on a TV scrolling through, they'll have them on the bulletin boards by the water cooler, whatever. It'll
Yeah.
just be a picture of Kanye crying, and it'll be like, when you don't reload the printer paper.
Yeah, so yeah. Or there's like one like the Willy Wonka meme where it's like when you haven't finished, have you finished your training yet? Ha ha ha. Like
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like
you haven't finished your
it's
onboarding training? Haha. Tell me
Yeah.
more about how much you wanted this job.
yeah.
Like.
I was like I know, and like just stop, dude. This
Oh
hurts.
my gosh.
The old meme format, it did not age well. That's what
No.
this has taught me.
No,
It did not age
didn't.
well.
It didn't at
They
all.
were funny back then, though. I remember laughing hard at these things, and now they're
That-
just not
That
funny
was
at
when
all.
memes were just starting out. Like,
Hold on, take a look at one left in the chat. I'm gonna let somebody else explain that one.
oh my gosh, what is this?
Ah, no, no. Okay,
No,
all right.
no.
So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and give us a little picture here. It's a dog with probably the most like he's seen a ghost or something that he does not can't explain. He looks horrified. Like I've never seen an expression like this on a dog before. And the caption is me in jail watching a dude with a face tattoo suck somebody's dick because I had my family over for Thanksgiving. What the hell? This is so messed up, dude. And this dog looks actually scarred. I think that he's seen something that he does not want to see again.
Yeah. Feel bad
Oh
for
my
that
God,
dog.
I
He
hate
looks
this.
like he's had a lot to eat though, so he looks happy.
Also,
Yeah, he's fed.
that's for Chris.
I don't like.
And I
this
thought
one.
Simran or
Aw.
Name something you only find in white people's houses. A dad. Huh?
Steve Harvey's like sitting there and
maybe, huh?
just.
And this is for
I don't
Chris
think he
to
said
read
huh.
out.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is the one you were gonna read out earlier. So this is
No,
the one.
I thought-
This
I
is the
thought
one we
it'd
were
be good
talking
for
about.
you.
We can open with.
Wait, you were
No,
talking
you
about
should
this.
open. You read this. I've read the
No, I
one.
should
You read this
open.
one.
Okay,
Read it.
fine. Okay, look. I'm gonna give you Kevin's college tips
Oh,
for
boy.
getting mad pussy in college. Okay, knowing that we recently all graduated, that this would have been helpful if we had it back then, right?
Yeah.
Step 1 was to enroll in the history of women. Okay. Step 2,
Gender
first
studies?
day, history of women. I don't know. You can gender studies, pussy, or sorry, history of women. Jesus
What?
Christ.
What?
I don't know. I was reading the top line where it said for mad pussy in college.
Andrew
I
saw
don't
how
know
to
why I
get
heard that
pussy
again.
in college and started stumbling over his words. That's
Yo,
how excited he got.
I'm freaking out. Okay,
He
look.
got-
Step 2, first day, raise your hand. Okay. Step 3, I just want to say that I think history is too much of his story. I'm here for her story. And then say, I look forward to having a great class. And then step 4, sit down, and step 5 is collect panties. So
Yep. There it is. Done. And he is officially drowning in the cooch at that point.
yo,
He's
that's
done.
Kevin.
He's
You
ready.
didn't even see a picture of him.
He's loaded for the rest.
Did you see the picture of him?
Yeah, Kevin doesn't look like.
I just want to
Kevin
say,
looks very happy.
I just want to say that I think history is too much of his story. I'm
His
here
story?
for her story.
Is here for her story.
I think someone's used that line before.
Yeah,
Wait,
definitely
that's
for
gold. That's gold. Okay, hold on. On that note, okay, of feminism, I guess? Question mark.
Sure, call it that.
Here we go. There's this. I saw his TikTok. Okay, and I'm just gonna play the audio because the video is not that important or that relevant.
sure. Yo,
but
tread carefully. Tread carefully.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Hold on. Basically, okay, I'm gonna just let you guys hear the audio, and then we can kind of talk about it. All right, ready? Here we go.
Why is the queen worth less than the king? Hi, I'm Mayan. Let's be honest, playing cards were designed hundreds of years ago, and they don't make sense anymore today. Why is the queen worth less? I dare you tell Queen Elizabeth she is worth less than the kings before her. Think about it. During
hot
a
take.
game, the first instinct is to check if you have a king, male, since he is worth more than the queen, female.
I'm gonna stop that right there.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, that's a hot take.
Yeah.
That is a hot take.
This girl, she's I don't know how old she is. She seems like a teenager probably. So I kind of feel bad going in on her, but also the
Oh,
stuff she's
no.
talking about.
He's
We're
about
gonna-
to ruin her whole career.
we gonna go in because
Oh.
this girl. So basically, she like created her own little business. Which okay, look. Disclaimer: I respect the hustle, all about it. You know, you see a problem in the world, you have a solution, you wanna fix it, go for it. You know, be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Full respect.
Yeah.
However, her whole claim and the story of why is the queen worth less than the king in a deck of playing cards? In a deck of playing cards, she basically, her business is, she made like a whole like company or whatever, like a whole product that produces decks of cards that basically level the playing field. And so instead of having a queen and a king, you just have two monarchs, and then you have like
Are they equal value?
yeah.
What?
And, or something. I don't. Yeah, it's interesting because, and she's like, yeah, no. So it's like, she's like, yeah, you can still play all your favorite games with the same rules, and I'm like, dude,
At that point, why don't you, just
ain't
get rid
never,
of one of
You
them?
have never played a card game in your life, have you? You have
I
never
honestly-
played
okay,
a
so-
card game in your life.
Like I can respect where she's coming from, where it's like, oh, why the king got to be worth more? But you also have to look into history too. Like it's just been that way for a long period of time. Like it's not like
Yeah.
this is gonna send a message.
Yeah, but her
like,
complaint-
oh, we don't even.
Her complaint
we don't
is
even
that
have-
it's been that way. That's
Yeah,
all.
I know that's the
So I respect.
yeah, I know that's the complaint.
I respect the
And I agree
need
with-
to take something that has been, you know, precedent, and obviously, like, you know, I'm not gonna deny that, you know, women haven't been treated the way they have, because there's obviously been a lot of, you know, inequality and stuff, and that needs to change, and there's still a long way to go. We made a lot of progress, but again,
But
it's playing cards.
and that's what I was gonna say. It's like you know it's just they're honestly just representations of
The
numerical
thing
values
is-
put into the game.
So
Yeah, it's
my
mathematical.
take on it, is that like it's the little things that create our subconscious. Don't you think?
Okay, yeah, so I agree with that because yeah, I agree, like, you know, like you can't you know, always, it's little things like raising your kids to believe that blue is for boys, pink is for girls, or that girls can't play with GI Joes and boys can't play with Barbie dolls. You know, like, yeah, that's stuff that definitely is like stuff that could be dispelled and would probably be a good thing.
Like
However,
obviously there's a certain extent where it's like too much, right? But like it's just like little things, right?
yeah, but however, here's the thing: there are so many card games where there are games where a queen is worth more than a king, and you know, there are games where they're worth equal, where they're both worth.
Yeah,
10.
I mean it's the set. It's just so the problem is with that is my opinion is the game should then assign different values and not always keep it like the king higher than the queen,
Right.
like you said, right? That'd be dependent on the game, right? And games have been around for a long time, and you can play with whatever rules you want, right?
Yeah. So
no one,
like,
no one,
literally just-
nowhere it says officially you have to play where it says the king is higher than the queen. No one
you
says
don't
that.
have to. Literally, if you want to make the queen be worth like 13 and the king be worth 12 in a certain
Yeah,
game,
it would be
Go for it.
translate exactly the same. Yeah,
for it.
and
Yeah,
that's
it would work.
yeah. I think trying to make them equal value and having two monarchs just ruins a lot of the potential games. Like that's my only problem. And if you want to get rid of the king and queen structure and just have a basic monarch, then you're also working with 12 cards.
Yeah.
And you're gonna change fundamentally the number of the decks, and like you can like you said, you can assign if you wanted to play in your own way, or even change the rules such that for some games
Just
you can have
a
the queen be
little
higher. But I guess the
while
standard. The question is like the
you-
standard is. Right now that the king, like if you play if we play in like a game of
Stay.
poker in like a casino, they're probably not going to recognize your own
Yeah.
house rules with the whole queen.
Yeah,
exchange.
but like, for example, like in blackjack, like face cards are all worth 10, and like, here's it, like, if you have a game or you make up a game or whatever, I think you can literally just assign values, and at the end of the day, a deck of cards is very like mathematical in nature, 52 cards, 52 weeks in a year. If you add them up, like I was like reading this article about how if you like do all this stuff, like it's like the way they were designed is like a very specific way, and so you can change the value, you can swap the values, make the queen worth more. There's games where they're worth equal, but I don't know. I just thought that was like she just went too far.
I don't think it's gonna merit changing the cards entirely, and also, like it's gonna be hard to sell. So I like I said, I appreciate the hustle because she is trying to do something to.
I mean,
to
so
further it,
from
which is-
my perspective is where it becomes like too aggressive. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yes, change needs to happen, and I 100% agree. But it's like the way it says like you can't like, I don't know, to say that there's no way we could possibly play a game in that scenario like that's been playing for years where the king is higher than the queen, right? That's just how like that defines history, right? There was never a time, right, back in our history, like when kings and queens were still around, where the queen was higher than the king. Yes, maybe it should have been like that, right? But that's just the way things were.
I think there were.
I think there were
Queens
were
higher than
matriarchal.
kings?
I think
Oh,
I
actually,
think
okay,
in
wait.
Hawaii,
Queen, what's her name? Sorry, okay, I'll take it back. Well, I mean, you got pharaohs that kind of did that with, what's her name?
Cleopatra. You also
Cleopatra,
have-
right?
Yeah, but you also have like the queen of Hawaii was the queen of Hawaii, and she was the main monarch.
Wait, Hawaii
before
has
the
a.
US
Oh, I
annexed.
forgot.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
forgot that.
though
definitely,
Native
like-
Hawaiians had
Yeah,
their own
there have
monarchy.
definitely
so.
been civilizations where the queen has held the power as opposed to a king, and obviously vice versa. But
Yeah, but I mean, just saying like in like back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like
But-
for like a majority of the time. I'm just saying that's the way things were. That's
Yeah,
why
but
it was
the
assigned
thing
like
is,
that.
like card games at the end of the day
Yeah.
are going to be broken down into math, and if you're going to win a card game, it's going to be because the cards add up in a certain way. So, having two monarchs where you have M1 and M2, and M1 is now worth 12 and M2 is worth 13, as opposed to, I don't know. I just think it's like, man, you're just why, like, just.
Yeah,
It's just
I-
change the values to make the queen higher, and that's how subconsciously you could change things, versus changing the entire game wholly. So, like,
yeah. Or
because
if
at
you
that
wanted
point,
to,
what values do you assign to those two monarchs?
But that's what I'm trying to say. It's not all games have it where the queen is worth less. Sometimes they're equal. Sometimes the queen is more. It just depends on the
And
game.
sometimes you don't even use the monarchs.
Yeah,
like the
sometimes you don't
kings
use
and
face
queens or
cards.
whatever.
Sometimes face cards
Yeah,
are worth
you don't use
it
that.
literally depends on the game, and that's why I was like, this girl has
Yeah.
never played a card game in her life, because
Card
if she
game,
had,
yeah.
like, this wouldn't be such a big deal.
right, you could totally play games. In fact,
But I understand.
the same-
I understand where she's coming from. Like,
Yeah, I agree. It's like the whole thing. If you start taking out these subtleties, like you mentioned earlier, it was like it's about the subtleties that eventually build up the subconscious image
That
of
build- yeah,
kings
exactly.
and male
Like
figures being
stereotypes, yeah,
yeah,
I
and
fully
it's
support
true. So
dispelling those.
yeah.
yeah.
I
which
agree.
is
yeah.
which is why getting like women into government is such an important thing, right? Because it's gonna, like, for people who are kids now, like, subconsciously it's gonna change that to say, okay, like, they're not only men in power.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Women in STEM, like, yeah, fully support.
But I think playing cards it's just like it's a bit.
I mean,
don't wanna say
it's
it's
not-
nitpicky,
it's
but it's
just-
just not
it's-
really gonna
it's-
do a whole lot. That's gonna.
it's
like,
not-
It's not gonna. The benefit from it is not gonna be as large as she probably perceive. You probably
Sure,
would have.
and it's also
in my
not
opinion, if you
necessary.
could-
It's just also. Sorry, go ahead.
If you could revise the rules of some games, if you wanted to, even alternate the values and like the standard rules, like
Exactly.
this round the king will be high, or this round the queen will be high. That would probably be more in that case.
yeah.
You know what
Because
I mean?
so exactly, there's a workaround in changing the games versus changing the entire deck. Because changing the
Right,
deck
yeah,
isn't going to solve anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Agreed.
People just won't use a deck. They'll just use a standard deck, and then they'll go and problem crisis not averted.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I guess
So-
if you wanted to, you could just have all the cards be numbered 1 through
13.
13.
Yeah.
If you really
You
wanted.
could.
Yeah. You could
I
just get
don't
rid
know.
of the monarch.
I mean, that would
card
get
if you
rid
don't
of
want
that
it.
would get rid of, like, I don't know, like poker and that stuff. Like, that wouldn't work anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, the name Royal Flush would mean nothing. It'd be just
Yeah.
13 Flush or something like that. Something weird like, oh, this is the 9 to 13 Flush. Oh my god, legendary move.
Yeah.
Yo, are we about time?
Yeah,
think we're getting close.
We're about 18 over the hour.
We missed our 69 mark again, boys.
Oh, we missed the
it.
69 mark.
You brought up a topic
No.
that just we rambled on for a little bit too long.
Dang.
Yep, big
Okay.
facts.
Well, hey, maybe from next week we'll hit it. Probably not. We'll try. Well, I don't know. We got no potential here.
That's right. Zero Potential Podcast. Drop in every time. Look, it's funny. You laugh harder and laugh for real. Laugh. Thank you.
We opened the podcast by just threatening everyone that's listening. If you don't
Laugh.
we're coming for you.
Actually, Chris should do an outgoing prayer as our head religious
As our bid.
counselor.
Outgoing prayer?
You wanted to do that last time.
This is
Last
where
time it
he
was
started.
cringe.
No, it's good. We
Cringe
need
last
it.
time.
No, we need it.
Do we?
I
don't think
feel like
so.
it's a
I
good.
vote no.
I vote
Nah,
yes.
listen.
We didn't even do our lyric analysis this episode,
We
so
didn't.
there's no reason for prayer.
Yeah. Hey, all right,
Oh my-
guys. Listen.
Nothing sticks.
No prayer this week, but make sure when you're done listening, make sure you just take some time and bow
Do a
your
little
head.
one on your own.
Thank our Lord and Savior for that.
Jeez.
Okay, that's
Wow.
Yep, that's that.
Now
see,
you've told
you
a
did
line
worse
that I
than the
don't know we
actual
can come
prayer.
back.
You don't.
Yeah.
You went worse than the actual. Just if
I'm
he just did the
sorry.
prayer.
We're
sorry.
fucked. We're all getting smited tomorrow.
I'm
So
sorry.
you're not going to see an episode next Monday. So
No,
tune in
you
never
will
because
not.
we're all dead.
That's it. It's over.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. This is the Zero Potential Podcast.
That's something that Chris never do. Wrap it up.
Whoa.
Thanks for the hot take, bro. Way to out
Yep.
me. Way to
Yep.
out me.
Yep.
Somebody just
All I'm
knocked
saying
on my
is,
door.
how many kids you got running around, Chris?
Yeah, none. I
How
have
do
no
you know
kids.
that? You can't confirm that.
Pretty confident.
You're confident, but you're not for sure.
Right.
Chris has
Yeah.
kids.
Well, I mean, neither are you.
It's possible.
I don't have kids.
It's
I don't
possible.
have kids.
Okay.
It's possible.
All right.
We're gonna go with
No,
it's
it's
possible.
not. It's not possible.
That's what we're gonna go with.
Okay.
That's my last bit. Yep.
We're gonna wrap it up. Zero Potential Podcast with Sam, Andrew, and Chris. This was episode 4. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting.
Have a good one.
Like we said at the beginning of the episode, you're gonna see 3 pretty best friends next week on camera. So check out our YouTube.
Let's go, baby.
Chris, you seen
yeah.
this?
Okay. I don't know
Bye
what
now.
Andrew's doing, but we're gonna wrap it up. Okay. Bye.
Yep. Bye.
Peace.